Unity. Banko Yiriwandi, Gambia, Banko Yiriwandi.
Gambia Momola, Gambia Kemano, Gambia Musolo Lala, Imaye, Amejigilu
Banko Yiriwandi, Gambia, Banko Yiriwandi.
Gambia Momola, Gambia Kemano, Gambia Musolo Lala.
For the Gambia, our homeland, we strive and walk and pray. That's all we live in unity, freedom and peace is there. Let justice guide our actions towards the common good. I'll join our diverse people to prove man's brotherhood. We pledge our firm allegiance, our promise we renew. Give us great God of nations, to the Gambia ever true. Banko Yiriwandi, Gambia, Banko Yiriwandi.
Badema fila bena, jabene nyonde. Siyariba,
Banko Yiriwandi,
woloko bene.
Banko
Kakamiri
Yiriwandi.
wane yiruwa, yiruwa ne nyonde. Yiruwa ne jamana wana nya.
Banko Yiriwandi. Iyo, Yiriwa bao, na Gambia, mbe Yiriwa lekum.
Gambia mokoli yo lala, aliyagalo mando jila mbana. Imaye lala, ameka nulu barikadariye.
Wala dinna, jani bani singade, ndolo nada, kante mu bambandi ali. Kibaro le nada, wallahi, Banko Yiriwandi.
Benne nyonde, alenga benkelema. Benne nyonde, benne jamana riela.
Sonda menna, mbezi songala, jalibani singade sonte bolila.
Gambia, jamana di malemo. Gambia, alenga benkelema. Gambia, jamana di malemo. Gambia, alenga benkelema. Gambia, jamana di malemo. Gambia, alenga benkelema. Gambia, jamana di malemo. Gambia, alenga benkelema.
Let justice guide our actions towards the common good. And join our diverse people to prove man's brotherhood. We pledge our firm allegiance, our promise we renew. Give us great God of nations, to the Gambia ever true. Banko Yiriwandi, Gambia, Banko Yiriwandi.
Gambia Momola.
Come on, Gambian people, let's live up to expectation. Be our own nation, no tribal discrimination. Banko Yiriwandi, Gambia, Banko Yiriwandi. Together forever, Gambia forever, backward never. Banko Yiriwandi, Gambia, Banko Yiriwandi. To every man and woman, every boy and girl, Gambia, love the nation. Banko Yiriwandi, Gambia, Banko Yiriwandi. Muzalike, Mbalbele kumandila wo.
Good afternoon, good day, good morning to you, wherever you are on this planet Earth. This is Skypower radio and TV services, live streaming from the Gambia, Banjul, the Gambia. My name is Mustafa Jame. I just say it here, saying wherever you are, warm welcome. With me here today is Mr. Papa Njie, the party leader for the Gambia People's Progressive Party. Papa Njie, if you may introduce, can you introduce yourself? Who is Papa Njie?
Thank you, Mr. Jame, and it's a pleasure to welcome you to my home.
Thank you.
And my name is Papa Njie, and I'm the leader of the PPP. Originally from, my parents came only from Julangil in URR, but I was born and brought up in Banjul, Atai. Then I did my high school at Senegal Senior High School, and then from there on I went and studied, and I have my master's in 1994 when I was about 24 years old in agricultural economics. Then I came back and I worked for the Ministry of Agriculture under the planning department as a senior planner, and there I was mainly involved in planning projects that were supposed to come into the country, but also I was responsible for monitoring and evaluating the projects that were already been implemented in Gambia. I was there for about 5 years. Then I moved and went and worked for an NGO called National Women Farmers Association. I was there until the project ended, and I was in charge of women groups across the whole country. And my job basically was to help them improve the yields of the sesame they were growing. And secondly, I was also responsible for helping them to get better market prices of the sesame seeds. When I first started there, I was selling the sesame seeds to middlemen, and the prices were very bad. And when I came, I decided that the best option is to bring all the sesame together and then look for a bigger market. And I was able to increase the price from, let's say, it was about $3 to about $6 per kilo. So in effect, they were able to get a lot of profit out of it. But not only that, also I helped them to make sure that they have access to land, because if you look at the FAO report, says that if women got equal access to land, to fertilizer and input, yields would go up by 20%. So we were fortunate enough during that time, the yields of the sesame project went up, and then we trained them also how to create oil out of it, and also to have granite cake. So in effect, we were able to empower the women that were part of the program.
Well, Papa Njie agriculture, Papa Njie business.
Yes.
Why Papa Njie politics? How did that come about?
Papa Njie also international civil servant.
Okay.
Papa Njie an activist, and Papa Njie has worked with the civil society. I've worked with youth for over 45 years, and I keep telling people politics is part of your daily life.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe
But to specialize in it.
Yes, I was always a politician, but then I was a social activist. Because politics is basically having a vision, bringing people together, and impacting them on those visions.
Right.
So I decided to go into mainstream politics during the mayoral elections, and I felt that my skill set that I had at the time, and my ambition I had for the youth of KMC and even the women folk of KMC, if I was given an opportunity to manage KMC, there would be a lot of impact on it. But when the election came, and I came third, and I was really grateful, because for somebody to campaign for a month or 2 months and came third was a big achievement. And I also want to thank my supporters, and those same people are the ones that propelled me to go to the next stage of my life, to go and join PPP, and eventually became the leader of the party.
When did you join the PPP?
The PPP I joined in 2019, I think 2019 or 2018. I'm not good with dates, but I think it was in 2019, around August, if I'm not mistaken.
Papa Njie, what is behind this? It took you not that long to be a party leader. What is behind that?
I think what trigger is really is about being in the party at the right time, with people trusting you. Because if I hadn't gone through the mayoral elections and did so well, I would have been able to have the opportunity to become the leader of the party. But mind you also, it was not something that was given to me on a silver platter. What happened was that, which is a very good thing about democracy, is that when I became the member of the PPP, we were supposed to have a Congress, and then they sent a word around that anybody who's a member of PPP and interested to become the leader of the PPP, put in your name. And I did it like every other person. And we have a philosophy in PPP. If somebody joins PPP today and has been in PPP for 50 years, you are all equal. And this is a philosophy that I really like, and I think we continue to promote that. If you look at the history of PPP, a lot of people were in different parties, but when they came, Sadada made them ministers and made them MP. So this is a culture of PPP. Went to the Congress and we did elections, and I was fortunate to win the elections, and that's how I became the leader of the PPP.
How would you call yourself, since you were the leader of the People Progressive Party? How would you call yourself, or how would you judge yourself?
I think it's both.
Did you move PPP from a step to a step?
I mean, I think I'll leave that question to you, because if you
yourself, you personally, how do you see?
I think,
how do you see PPC before and PPP now?
If you look at it, before I came into PPP, nobody spoke about PPP. Hardly anybody.
Well, how about nowadays? Are people talking about PPP?
A lot of people. A lot of people are talking about PPP. Our political strategies are different.
Tell us the difference.
Yeah, I'm not somebody who goes out and do political rallies. I think that comes during the political campaign. Now it's about looking at the structures, going to one-on-one, talking to people. These are some of my ideas that I have for the party, and this is what the track record that PPP had done before today. And I am somebody who is representing the young people. I'm somebody who has the track record in engaging young people in working with women. So this is my track record. This is my integrity. So come join the party. I think at this stage now it's more about talking to people directly rather than having political rallies. So I'm using that. That's why maybe you think that PPP is not busy, but we are very, very busy.
Right, PPP, I know BB Dawa, you had an election with him, and that election kind of, I don't know, did it went well?
I see this is the beauty of democracy. Gone are those days that political parties would go in the back room and say, okay, we'll choose a leader. And then how will you represent your people? You have to give the choice to the people that you call your members for them to vote. So we went for elections, and the good thing about of it is that before we went for elections, both of us went on a nationwide tour together, and we were both presented as members of PPP, and then we went to make sure the structures were in place. And we told those people in the constituency that now we're going to have elections in 2 weeks' time, in 3 weeks' time. Be ready to select your 10 people to come and be part of the Congress. And that's what we did. So we went and came, and what I told people was that you have two options. If you want the image of PPP for a short time, you go from somebody with over 10, 15 years of working experience, somebody who's been the vice president of the PPP, then you have immediate image of PPP. But if you want the survival of PPP, you get somebody who has a connection with the young people, somebody who can go the long run, somebody who has worked with people for the last 10 years, then that is me.
What are you trying to insinuate here? Are you trying to say, old-fashioned way of doing it and then the new way of doing it? Is that the old-fashioned? So PPP now is, how do you class, is it, what are you insinuating now?
PPP is a youth political party now. The name has been around for over 50 years, but the leadership is young and dynamic. And look at the way you just called me and said, Papa, I wanted to meet you. And it's easy. I'm a people's person. And that's how it should be. I keep telling people that...
Papa is accessible.
Yes. I keep telling people that gone are those days when leaders think that they are the number one person. No. No, it's not possible. Our generation, my generation, your generation...
Well, Papa, I like to think it's because you're not in the position, that's why you are accessible, because you're looking for votes and people around, that's why. But who knows, when Papa is president, if I ask, I want to see Papa, it has to be a different thing.
No, of course, there will be a different approach. because once you become president, you're the president of everybody. But a strategy is whereby leaders should be accessible. I mean, we see in the West that you have town halls every month, every 2 months, and then you basically find a communication strategy whereby you talk to people regularly. I'm a sports lover. I love sports, and becoming the president wouldn't mean that I will not go to my sports games. I will select sports games to go to. And if you know Papa Njie, I've always been someone who's successful. I mean, try talking to some of the political leaders. And
Where's OJ? Where's OJ Jala? He's in PPP. He's been quiet, you know.
No, he's not quiet.
Is he backing you?
He is not quiet.
Is he backing you?
He is backing me 100%.
Is he still in the PPP?
Yes.
What is his role in PPP?
He is part of a central committee and he is an advisor to the party. And when we talk about the history of PPP, I would like to sometimes use people who actually lived through it, and OJ has lived through it, and some other people who were there.
Bibi Dabo?
Bibi Dabo, yes, he was a PPP member, but now he has decided to form his political party, so he's no more PPP member. But
no, I mean then.
Then he was part of the Congress, but then we have not selected the central committee because we selected a central committee after every elections, and once he decided that the elections were not in his favor, and
was it that the elections were not in his favor or the elections were not fair?
I mean, look at Africa. Have you ever done an election in Africa where the losing party doesn't say the election is not fair? We have to graduate from that mentality.
That's a cheap excuse.
No, it's not a cheap excuse. When I did my mayoral elections, when I came third, a lot of people came to election is not fair, go and contest, go and protest. I said, why? Why should you do that? The people have voted.
So you're trying to say, or are you saying that Bibi Dabo did not win, the election was fair, he was just trying to instigate some wrong information?
No, I'm not saying that Bibi Dabo was wrong or right. What I'm saying is that when we were doing the election, the IEC was there, and it was televised live. Everybody saw the elections. And was a paper balloting system whereby you were given 2 pictures. The picture that you didn't like, you throw it and put it in a bin. The one that you like, you put it in the ballot box. And then the ballot box was open in front of everybody and counted. And I was the winner. During the day also, he made a statement congratulating me that for me being winner. So why would he wait a week later, exactly a week later, to say the election is not in? You see, the problem is, it's gone. I really want to talk to my viewers for us to talk about the way forward. Communicate, tell people what are my visions, what do I want to do. I mean, talking about it every day will not resolve it. Baby, I wish him all the best and good luck with his own political party. And I have a relationship with Baby. He was my dad's one of my dad's best friends. Okay? And I will never go out even on camera to say anything negative about him. He decided a decision that he wanted to do, and wish him all the best. And also want to tell people that politics is something like a cloth that you wear in the morning. In the afternoon, you should take it off and continue to maintain the relationship within the Gambians. It's not something that should be a fight between 2 people, no. I have an idea, you have an idea, we do not agree, but I think we all want to go to, I'll give you an example. We all want to go to Banjul. But getting to Banjul, you have different ways of getting to Banjul. Some will come from Beaufort Heights and go to what's it called again? West Senegambia. Some will take the Sukuta way. But eventually we all want to go to Banjul. So if we as politicians think that we all want to go to Banjul or we want to develop the Gambia, yes, when we have debates, you debate and talk about the agenda, but at the end of the day, let's come together and unite. Because we are here to develop the party, the country.
Unity is strength.
Exactly. Yeah. And for me, I keep telling people I will never burn the bridges between any of the political parties. Never. Yeah, that's why sometimes I don't like to talk about the other political parties.
Yeah. But it's like, Papa, you think PPP, you are on track to win this 2020, 2021. You think you can win?
PPP,
yes.
We have the track record. Tell me, any other political party that has a track record apart from PPP and maybe APRC a little bit. We have a track record. You know, with development, once you've gone through the process, would have done a lot of good things, but also you have done some mistakes. And that institution memory helps you to go forward.
Papa Njie,
yes.
Do you think you can win the 2021 election to be a president of this country?
I will, yes, inshallah.
Yes,
inshallah.
you will win it.
No, I will win it because I have my own strategies and they are simple, but I'm not going to disclose it so that people will know it. But I have my strategies and I'm banking on the youthful voters to listen to me, and I will talk about my strategies. I will talk about things that I think are doable, things that are real. I'm not going to say that I'm going to build 100 airports in the Gambia. No. Talk about things that are doable.
You think PPP, how many members of parliament have you got?
2 currently.
2 currently?
Yes.
With 2, how do you strive? How do you see yourself to control the overall Gambia to win or convince them in election for them to vote for you? What strategy are you using? Or what strategy are you going to be using?
I will just talk about the ideas, but the strategies will come during the campaign where I will be talking about. Specifically, we should know that 60% of the population are young voters, and by the time we go to the next election, you have more young people who would have turned 18 or 25. That will add on to the 60%. So let's say about 70% of the voters will be either young people or people who are just graduating from becoming young to young adults. And they want to listen to people who will tell them something that's doable. Gone out those days whereby you will spend money to influence people. They want a leader who can relate with them. They want a leader who can just go to Igbo town and sit there and listen to them. They want a leader who understands that issue. They want a leader who will understand that the biggest problem we have is feeding. How do we feed the nation? How do we make sure that transportation is accessible?
How do you make this accessible? How do you make feeding easy for us, Papa Njie?
Okay, I will just, with my agricultural background, I'll just say a little bit about some areas.
How do you think we can be food sufficient in this country?
I will give an example,
yes.
a little example.
Yes,
I don't want to go into detail. First thing we need to do is zonalize Gambia. Zoning meaning all the regions of Gambia, they have their strengths, their competitive advantages. If we talk about North Bank, they are good in ground product and military production. Why can't we concentrate our effort in the North Bank and say that these are what we need in North Bank? We go to CRR. We all know the CRR is the right growing basket of the Gambia, and livestock production. So the resources should be targeted on those areas. I'll give an example. Let's say, so now, okay, we need the Minister of Agriculture to grow annually 50 hectares of rice field. How do you do it? Maybe contracted to the private sector. Maybe the students that finish the Gambia College, you give them a land, give them input, and ask them, listen, this is what I want. You have to have a yield of X amount. Not only that, also, you tell them that, listen, I guarantee you every ton of rice produced, I'll buy it at X amount. So before you even sign production, you already know your target price. Once you do that, then once you get maybe 100 tons of rice produced locally, it might be slightly more expensive than imported rice. But you know what's going to happen? You're creating job. You're creating expertise. You're creating a system within the CRR whereby people will stay. But that also goes, I keep telling people that development is holistic. You have to touch in different angles. If you want those kids, young kids who are just finishing university, want to go into agriculture, you have to make sure that there's access to markets. You have to make sure that there's electricity in CRR. You have to make sure those things that are making people to leave CRR to come to KMC will stay. It's a long-term process.
In summary, Papa Njie is saying he's going to encourage decentralization.
Yes.
And then Papa Njie is
not encouraging, will do decentralization. And one of the best way of doing it is to have more councillors. I mean, central government cannot do it all. We have more councillors, we have more mayors. We have more councillors, they're answerable, they answer to the people within the circle. You have a problem, you have a boss fight, you're not happy, go to your councillor. I mean, that's what happens in the West.
Yeah.
So once we do that, it's not gonna change overnight. But we have to start somewhere.
Strategize and then put the systems in place.
Yes.
And Papa Njie, you know, food sufficiency is key.
We cannot get food sufficiency, but we look at competitive advantages. We have a competitive advantage in producing rice. We have a competitive advantage in adding value. You know how many people go across my son to buy carrots, tomatoes, salad?
I've been to...
It's so sad.
Yeah, it is. That's definitely sad because I've been to Banjul Gardens. I've been to Sifo Garden, Bushima. I've been to few gardens.
Yes.
I had chats with women, and then the complaint they're giving me is they don't have no water, no borehole. So, you know, if Papa Njie is in power, how are you going to go about this?
Again, we have to zonalize and plan better, and we have to prioritize. In the West Coast region, we have to invest in agriculture, in vegetable gardening. We have to invest in educating people so that the lifespan of the vegetable is extended. What happens currently is that, not aside of not having enough water, the problem is when tomato season comes, everybody has tomato. Price goes down. So how do we teach them, one, to add value to those tomatoes? Two, how do we teach them to make sure that the varieties of the tomatoes will be grown so that you have, instead of 1 month growing period, it can be 6 months.
You don't think storage is another thing?
No, but if you are able to spread the growth of the tomato, then the need for storage immediately will go down. And it's not as if it's difficult. It's not. The technology is there, but we just need the political will and the education. And then government must put in place to support those local production systems. It just has to be, the will has to be there. And unfortunately, my background that I've had as an agricultural economics and that my extensive relationship that I have with the women, my folks that I've worked with, will help me be able to see the bigger picture.
Papa, you stood for a mayoral election in KMC.
Yes.
You lose.
I came third.
No, you lose.
I came third. It depends on how you take it. I came third.
How does that make you feel?
Proud. I feel so proud.
Yeah, but you didn't win.
No, so everything's about winning. Life is not about winning always. Life is a process.
Is this mentality, would I be right to say, are you looking forward to a coalition? That's why you're leading the PPP parties, in case any party that lost or need a coalition, you can go in coalition for you to achieve or get positions or ministerial plan or whichever position. Is that something?
Okay, let me just help you.
Go on.
If I wanted to be a minister,
Yeah.
I would be a minister.
How?
Because I have the qualifications and I'll follow the channels that everybody's following.
What are these channels?
The channels, I put my certificates and my qualification on the table to say that I want to contribute to the socio-economic development of the country.
And is it a compulsory that you're going to get it?
I don't know.
It's a probability.
It's a probability.
But if you have your own political party, somebody want to be in coalition with you, well,
and these are all hypotheses.
That's going to be tougher.
These are all hypotheses because I want to come and leave a legacy of Papa to PPP from here to there.
Not Papa is the PPP president, but just a legacy of life from here to there then, yeah?
My brother, I think presidency is God-given. And I'm content with my life. And if you look at where I'm staying now, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin, I'm almost over 50. And I have my kids, they're all grown up. What do I need in life, my brother? I'm content. The only thing I want now is to leave a legacy. The only thing I want is to see PPP move from A to Z. The only thing I want to see is that my expertise that I've gathered over 30 years to be able to impact it on the society.
Something back to the community.
In the next 20 years, myself and you will not be relevant. A new generation of people are going to come. So we have the next 20 years, myself and you, and anybody who's between 45 and 60, That's it. After 20 years, my brother, I want to sit here and drink my attire and see my grandkids.
Where's the attire?
The attire, unfortunately, is not here at the moment. But we have to start to understand that leadership is a process. Leadership is a duration. The people that you share generation, 10 minutes up, 10 years up and 10 years down, are the people they can lead. Now you're talking about IT, you're talking about social media, you're talking about technology. In 20 years, it's going to be different. So you're going to lead those people. Now the priorities are different. It's about IT, it's about entrepreneurship, it's about me being individual. I don't have to go to the office. I want to be an independent person so I can contribute. It's about technology. So as leaders, we really have to understand that. We all have a role to play. When the role expires, we move on and give somebody else a chance.
Your thoughts on the coalition? You know, PPP went in coalition with the UDP and other political parties. What do you think? Was it fair seeing PPP having no candidate in the coalition or in the ministerial position? How do you see the coalition?
PPP, we do have a minister in the government, James Bonais, and then we have another one, he was PPP, but I think he's no more PPP. And it's not about you being there, it's about what was there for us to remove it.
Yeah, I mean, so the coalition was about what was there
for us to remove it.
Okay.
Okay, and because it was done in such a hurry that once we got it, we got overexcited, and the MOU, if it was implemented, it would have been the best thing for Gambia. But unfortunately, our leaders then lost sight of the MOU agreement.
I mean, the PPP leaders or the coalition leaders?
Everybody who was a leader.
So everybody in the coalition
lost sight.
Lost sight.
Yes, and they lost sight, and things got out of hand, and some people left, some parties left. But for PPP, we stayed because we felt that we needed to support the MOU's details. I just want to let listeners know that yes, part of the MOU said 3 years, but 3 years plus other things that we were supposed to do. And the PPP were concerned about the Constitution. The Constitution was vandalized, brutalized to an extent that it was not safe for us to use the Constitution for the next elections. In the Constitution, I think it's very, very important that we make sure that we have second-hand voting. Because the way it stands now, you can have 20% of the votes and become the next government. Because you have so many parties, and you can 20% you can become the next government. How can you rule a country whereby 80% of the people are not supporting you? That's a problem. The electoral reforms are also very important. And you see, so many things have happened.
Would you say the coalition was a failure?
No, the coalition was not a failure. It was the coalition with the support of Gambians that removed the former regime. So that alone is not a failure. No government is perfect. No human being is perfect. So we try to get at least 80% of the things that we're supposed to do.
Do you think you have the fair share of the cake in the coalition?
It's not about, that's the problem again. It's not about having fair share of the cake. It's about collectively seeing what is best for the Gambia. Okay? What is best for the Gambia is to have those reforms. The security sector reform is important. The land commission is yet to be completed. The economic reform is not completed. The TRIC is ongoing. Those reforms are so important to the common people that we have to do it before the next election.
Your thoughts on Njie Commission?
Njie Commission, my thoughts on it is that we should have been a bit more bolder with the recommendations of the Njie Commissions. There was some recommendations that personally, if I had had the opportunity, I would have implemented them more. But every leader has his rule, has his reason for selecting some parts of the Njie Commission to implement. But if I had the opportunity, I would have implemented almost 90% of gender.
Was it a selective justice then? What do you say?
I would not want to comment on it, but I would say that if I was the leader, I would have implemented 90% of the recommendations, because you pay those people to come up with the recommendations.
How come that was not implemented then?
I'm not the president. I'm not the president, so I will not be able to answer that.
What are your thoughts? Just your thoughts.
No, my thoughts is that they should have implemented most of it. Most of it.
Right. Your thoughts.
That's why it's called recommendation. The recommendation is not you must do it, but
guidelines.
Guidelines. Yeah.
What about your thoughts on the current government now at the minute?
The current government,
President Barrow's government. What do you think? Is he on track? What do you think of the current government?
I think it's not only the President Barrow's government; it's the coalition government. Even though the coalition, some members are no more there, there was a coalition that came up together, wrote the agreement, and then went and did a congress and selected Barrow. So the coalition government, and till 2021 is the coalition government. They're doing, for me, if the constitution is reviewed and passed, to me they would have achieved 80% of their target. Because the fundamental thing that protects the democracy of the country is the constitution. Second, the security sector reforms must be completed. Because if you don't have a secure nation and the constitution is not implemented, it's not reviewed and adjusted to reflect the reality of the country, then we can go into the next election whereby again it's a simple majority and 20%, someone who gets 20% can win elections, and that's dangerous. To me, yes, the infrastructure support is fine, the roads are okay, electricity is almost stable, you have the commissions are ongoing, the Constitutional Review Commission is ongoing. Yes, but to me, that has to be completed. And we have to go for a referendum before the next elections. Then I'll be safe. I know that I'll go into the next elections with a clean constitution that will protect my rights. To me, that's very, very important. And that information has to be relayed to the population. Because even in the new constitution, there's a ceiling cap in the electoral reforms. There's a ceiling cap on party funding and the amount of money you are supposed to spend in campaign. It's so clear that if we follow those laws, then whoever wins will know that the population has decided to give in the votes. One more thing that I think is very important for us to talk on, which you have not asked me, is that as long as we are not disciplined as a nation, no matter how much money, how much funds we have, it will all go away. Because if you're indisciplined, that's when you become corrupt. If you're indisciplined, that's when you become inefficient. If you're indisciplined, that's when you go and get you're tendering to supply fertilizer to the rural farmers, you go for the cheapest fertilizer so they can get a bigger margin. If you're indisciplined, if they send you the fertilizer to the village because you belong to a political party that has the power, you say, okay, I'm going to give it to my political people that supported me. Or you support me, I give it to you. Or if somebody is not in your political party, that's when you say that, okay, if you do not pay me, I'm going to give it to you. So in discipline, I see it every day. You go to work, people don't come to work on time. People don't come to work on time. No, not even that. On the way, you see a GG government vehicle taking the highway.
Yeah, but whose fault is that?
The fault is everybody.
Yeah, but who is leading the country, Papa Njie?
Is the president.
Well, who has the directive to regulate that?
Is everybody. You know why? Him being the number one guy of the country, I blame him.
Yeah.
But civic education is a process. It starts from the nursery school. It starts from teaching the kids. You know, last time when there was inter schools, inter-house at the stadium, and I was parked just by the entrance of the stadium, and I was waiting for somebody, and the teacher was supposed to give the kids their certificates or their reimbursement. It was so unfortunate that all the kids were jumping on the teacher. my certificate. That shows that from that day, from that time, the teacher should have told them, straight line. Discipline starts from there. Straight line, you will fail your tongue. So civic education, in discipline, we have to, every single person is your role. I know it does not directly impact on the cost of it.
No, it's important.
Yes,
it's
very important. But civic education for me should be moved from government. Should be an independent body whereby the government would give them subvention. So, but they're independent and they do it year in, year out. And that should be part of the curriculum from nursery school. You know that currently the nursery school curriculum is not regulated. Anybody can just put in nursery school and do whatever they want. But that is the foundation.
Attitude change then, yeah?
We change attitude. We tell them what is the national anthem. If we dissect the national anthem and listen to the words in detail, and we explain to the kids what's the national anthem, we start to see people becoming nationalists. Ghana first.
Yeah, wherever you go in the West, most of the time, whatever argument me and you have when it comes to the country is different.
Yes.
The country first. But what do you say, the Gambia, security-wise, how we say?
We're still one of the safest countries in the sub-region, but we have a long way to go. The security sector reform has to be completed. And then the first thing we need to do is that every single person, we already have the TIN numbers, yes, but that TIN number should be digitalized and it should be attached to every single person. We should know every single person where you stay in. And when a child is born, at the hospital, you should have a separate department. Immediately the child is born, they will get the TIN number, they get a unique number that will follow that person till the person dies again. So, because that is important. Once you do that, now you go and have a database where it is, where everybody, all the information is. We all live in the West. When you break a car, stop a car, the first thing you need to do, you will ask, scan the number, the registration. Automatically will tell you who owns the car, whether it has any criminal records, okay, whether they have done any traffic violation.
I think we have the capacity in the government.
That's what I don't want to hear.
I'm just asking.
We have it. So but that has to be political will.
Yes. No, that's very important. Technology, we need to change, and this thing you're saying is very important.
The population is 2 million.
Yeah. So the money we're having now, you think the government is misplacing priorities?
I don't think it's misplacing priority. We have to realign our vision.
Let's say as it is.
No. For me, because each government has their vision.
So their vision is not on track then, yeah?
No. What I'm saying, the budget should be realigned to poverty alleviation. We have to prioritize. Prioritizing meaning that if I feel that this thing I'm talking about is number one priority, because we have limited resources, we invest in it. But investing in it will not give an immediate return. So that's very, very important. You see, the reason I want us to focus on this a little bit more. Once you do that, then the person, the policeman, when he or she reads your number plate, your tag, he goes and asks you your details. And they also scan your details. If that person is a criminal or has some fine to do, automatically, if you scan it and the person has a fine, a motor violation fine or a traffic violation fine, automatically it will send a red flag and then it will give you 1 week to go and pay. Once you pay, if you don't pay, they will charge you more.
Fine increase.
Yes.
Right.
So this is something that is not something visible. But if we invest in that, security, Ghana will be a secure place, because then you will have street names, you have cameras in most of the streets, so that you will start to be a safe country, a more safer country.
Yeah, but before we get to that, Papa, you don't think, because we're talking about security.
Yeah, that's why I'm talking about.
We will come to the health.
Yeah.
But the security, you don't think is in the hands of Senegalese government security, you don't think?
Yes. Now, okay, you're talking about state security.
Yes, state security.
I think every sovereign country should have their own, should manage their own security.
So the Gambia is who is managing the Gambia security?
I'm not a security officer, and I do not have.
Do you know anything about that?
I know that we still have the economic people in the country, but I only talk about things that I know. As a political leader, you have to be very careful. And I think every country, your security should be managed by your own people. And again, it goes back to the security sector reforms. We have to implement it as soon as possible. One of the recommendations that I keep talking about is that moving forward, we have to have a security training college. Any person who wants to become a security officer has to go through that training college. They'll teach you discipline, they'll teach you all the things that you need to know. And then once you enter into the security sector, and after 5 to 10 years, you want to leave, then you have a job to do afterwards. I mean, that's what's happening in the other countries. You have to go to a security training college. If you want to become a doctor, do it, but also train to be a doctor. If you want to be a lawyer, do it, but become a lawyer. If you want to be a mason, do it. Because that's life after being a policeman or an NIA. Okay? These are decisions that has been taken by the government and prioritized. I'm saying all these things, it cannot happen in 1 year.
No.
It cannot happen in even 3 years. But I think what we need to do as a nation is that, forget about politics. We all sit in the national dialogue and say, okay, for the next 20 years, how do we want to see Gambia? How do we want to see Gambia? We get the urban planner, because urban planning in Gambia is zero. We don't plan. You see, go to a street, 100 meters down, you see somebody builds a house there, and then you have to take a left turn, and then go for another 50 meters. You have to plan.
The health sector.
Yeah, the health sector.
You think the health sector, what needs regularizing in the health?
We have to
with the coronavirus and all these health things going on.
Okay, I'm not a health expert, but I know that
you are a party leader.
Yes, but I would, as people need to understand that the party leader has a vision.
Yes. What are your visions for the health system in the Gambia?
The health system, we have to invest more in primary health care. We have to build more hospitals. You know, if you build more hospitals, what's going to happen? You get more people employed in the hospitals. Okay, you get more people who can get access to health services. One of the problems that I think we have with the health sector is that we have to allocate the budget properly. I'm not too sure, but I think more and more of the money is being allocated to operating costs, salary, overhead, and things like that. We have to prioritize so that more of it is allocated to the structure, to infrastructure, to the capital goods. More of it should be allocated to training young people. And then for the machines that are very expensive, you enter into PPP, public-private partnership. You see somebody who has a medical expertise or medical degree, or has been working in the medical field. So, okay, now, I don't have CT scan in Gambia. Can you not invest in CT scan and have CT scan?
Yeah, that's important.
Yes.
I know, yeah.
Then invest in it, but then let it be housed in the RVTV. People, instead of paying a lot of money going to Senegal, it's there. And even if the government, it can come to a point where the government is strong, they can subsidize. Okay? So the private sector has a role to play. But also, we have to have strong monitoring and evaluation of the drugs.
That's important, you know.
How do we invest in that?
Yeah.
Okay? The pharmaceutical board, I think they just recently established, and it's a young institution. But we have to take it as a priority because so much medicine is coming into the country. But physically, we do not have the capacity to control it. So again, if the government cannot do it, we have BOTs, build, operate and transfer. We have PPPs, public-private sector investment. That is what the way the world is moving forward. You get those stuff, you get the private sector to involve in it because they become more efficient. Once they're more efficient, the price might be a little bit higher, but it means that people, when they need the medical service, when they need medical attention, they have it. And I spoke about regulating the private clinics. some 3 months ago, my daughter got high fever, and I took her to a private clinic just to say that just for her name to register the consultation. She had to pay 1,500. I paid that. Then for her to take her blood, we have to pay another $500.
Let me cut you part there. You know, why did you take your daughter to a private?
Let me help you, because the private clinic was close to my house.
Okay.
Parents were protective. When you have an emergency, you don't think it's your child first. And I think your child is important. So I went there. At the end, even before taking the other test, the bill went up to $4,000. And then we went and saw the doctor. The doctor just said it's high fever. But then they prescribed some medicine for me. And me being someone who's educated and I read a lot, it was just painkiller, vitamin C. And they wanted me to pay about another $3,000. I said, no, I'm not going to pay it. I took
that is happening in this country.
Yes, I took it. I took that same prescription, went around the corner to a pharmacy, and I paid about $300.
That is rip-off, isn't it?
That is the problem. We have to control it. And sometimes...
Well, Papa, would you say that's rip-off?
That's why I'm saying it.
Rip-off, yeah?
That's unfair. But how do...
Papa, let's say that is rip-off.
It's blackmailing. It's crazy. It's extortion.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So the reason I'm talking about it is that I live through it. For me, I'm comfortable, alhamdulillah. But imagine somebody who earns
from
no, from Baribu. From Baribu. who earns like $3,000 a month. Yeah. Out of $3,000, you pay your rent $1,500. I don't think there's any more rent that's $1,500. It's $2,000, $3,000, $4,000. Okay? And you want to pay your kids' school fees out of that $3,000. You want to feed yourself. You want to use that for transportation. And you don't want that guy to be corrupt. So we have to reverse and know the problems and start from there.
Yeah. The standard of living. Should there be a national minimum wage for everybody?
That one is going to be difficult for me to say because I'm not an expert, but I know that the food basket should be looked at again because the food basket will be
because the price of rice and people's wage and the standard of living it doesn't match.
It doesn't match. That's why I'm saying that government assigned the Minister of Agriculture. I need 20 hectares of rice grown every year. But then if you grow it, give it to government to grow it. Okay? And then you have a guaranteed price of like $600 that I pay per ton or $700 I pay per ton. Once you get it, you subsidize it and put the difference and then you sell it. So that the importation of rice coming, the very bad quality of rice being imported, will go down.
The lowest quality, I can tell you that.
So,
it's coming here.
So sometimes you have to be drastic in your decisions. Again, that's why I keep telling you that the will has to be there.
Are you tough enough to rule this country?
I'm a good listener.
Are you tough?
I'm a good listener. I mean, sometimes you don't ask me whether I'm tough. You ask people that have worked with me. I'm very fair. I listen. But when I think something is right, and it's for the benefit of 80% of the population, I go for it.
President Barrow has formed a new political party called the NPP. Your thoughts on that?
Good luck. It's democracy. Everybody has the right to form his own political party. And like I said, I never burn the bridges between myself and the other parties. Because at the end of the day, I think we all want to become here. So time will come when we need to form coalitions.
Would you go in coalition with President Barrow?
I will go into coalition with any political party.
Any political party
that has the same agenda with me.
Is that your target?
My target is yes. I have
to be in coalition with political parties.
Yes. Because why?
What's your target?
Because why? No. Because why? No single party is going to win. It's going to get 50%.
How do you know that, Papa?
Look at it. You look at the statistics. It's not going to be possible.
So that many political. So all right. So I understand now. The target, PPP's target, is to be in coalition.
No. PPP's target is to be the next government, and becoming the next government, we have to form coalition. You have to get the grammar right. The grammar, you have to get it right. PPP is going to be next government, but in doing so, we have to form coalition. It's not the other way around.
But your target is to form a coalition.
No, our target is to rule to become the next government.
Right. But you have that instinct in you that is saying, well, the coalition, we're not ruling it out.
Yeah,
Form a coalition.
You're
not ruling it out.
No single government, no single party is going to rule the government for the country for the next 20 years.
How about UDP? What do you think of UDP?
I would rather not talk about UDP because we have a history that I don't want to talk about it. But I don't think even UDP can get 50%.
UDP is not going to get 50%.
No, 50 plus 1. No.
What is that based on?
Look at this, the historical data of UDP and all the political parties. Okay, I mean sometimes you need to go back and look at the data. Okay, no party ever got 35% or more. So if you look at the data of UDP, which it's not my role to do, but they never got more than 35%. I think.
UDP didn't win.
Man dama xam ne man suma parti mooy win PPP UDP nag suñu bëggee ñu contest dañu contest su NPP bëggee contest waaye ñun PPP we have a dynamic team that hopefully when campaign starts will come with a difference.
Right. One good thing about PPP is like at least we got a new phase, yes. And then that is, you know, if you look at UDP, it's the same phase. If you look at PDOIS, it's the same phase. What are your thoughts on Khalifa?
No, I do not talk on people. I talk about my party. I talk about what I have to offer. I talk about the way forward. Khalifa has his own political party. Somebody that I have a lot of respect for.
To coalition with Khalifa?
I said I would go into coalition with any strategic partner that I think will make the PPP become the next government. And like I said, we really have to stop personalizing political parties. It's about the party, it's not about Khalifa or Papa Njie. And if you look at my strategy, it's more about decentralizing. It's about giving people the power. Yeah. And in only doing that, that's when we will be able to hold the leaders accountable. Yes. Yeah. And it's a tough process because people are used to idolizing the leaders. Yeah. And us, the younger generation, we have to change that. And I keep telling people, if the younger generation are scared of getting into politics, you have the fools, the selfish, to be in politics, and they win it, and then you don't have any cause to complain. So every single person should join politics and contribute. And contribution starts from your political parties. Make sure that they're accountable. Make sure that they're democratic. So that when they become government, you still have the power to demand for your rights.
Papa, you're doing great, and then we do appreciate this time, energy, and effort you spend on this interview, Papa Njie. Before we go, final thoughts, generally, about the Gambia, the politics, your final thoughts.
My final thoughts, basically, for today is we have to come together as a unified country. But currently, we have this we have the coronavirus, and we have to do the things that will keep us and our family safe. That is, we have to wash our hands clean with soap. We don't need sanitizer. We just need to get soap and clean it and wash it clean, and then we limit our movement from outside. And whenever you go out, come back, wash your hands, and then we basically look for the symptoms. And once somebody show the symptoms of high temperature, sweating, dry coughing, and sneezing, and then we will immediately isolate that person, or the person should isolate himself or herself, and then call this number 1025, and then the guys will come and pick it.
I understand there's one case here in the Gambia.
Yes, that's one case.
The guy comes from where?
From the UK.
From the UK?
Yes.
Coming here?
Coming here to the airport.
How did he go past the airport then without noticing? That's a big question.
You see, this coronavirus, sometimes you have it and then you not get the symptoms for 14 days. So it's going to be a medical challenge. I think my recommendation is that we close the borders, we close the airport for at least another two weeks, and then we'll see. And, but now that it's here, we just have to do all the best so that we do all preventive measures so that it does not spread. And like I said, those symptoms, you have to look at it. And if you have it, then immediately call 1025 and just pray that the disease stops at that only person that has it. And Ghana is such a small place, and if it comes in here, the medical sector is not that prepared to handle this pandemic. But as ever, we are Muslims and Christians. We have to, for sometimes praying helps. Okay.
True. You know, you said about the coronavirus, definitely. Before we go again, like your final thoughts about the current state of affairs in the Gambia. Your final thoughts.
My final thoughts is that less politics, but let's be real with the politics. People keep telling me that politics is adunal. No, to me I don't believe in that. Yeah, to me parce que ni ulta mol ñabal ko ni kala president dal slo dala ni kala president man slo dara ni wo mol de kitala. I don't know, my manifest not
no, but
ma wax basically moy ne politicians sooy wax loo xam ne mën nga koo def soo demee ba xam ne doo nga te mën la koo def génn laa waxtaane nit ñi ne man maa waxoon ni damaa defar suñu yoon bi waaw because A B C and D moo fa nekk duma ko mën a defar
kon man maa waxoon ñetti at waxet tan war na ndax
non président bi man su nekkoon man like I said no human being is perfect man su nekkoon man dama doon génnaat ne man maa waxoon waaw especially man too bi laa doon jël some opportunity no yes ne man maa waxoon 3 years waaye nag because bii ak bii moo tax defuma ko so maa ngi leen naa jégal maa ngi leen naa ñaan 2 more years waaye nag tamit xam nga nit mutut ok man
noonu foog nga ne jaaru yoon
non du mën a jaaru yoon damaa ne man su nekkoon man dama ko advice loolu waaw nga tamit nit ku nekk am na la yàlla bindee nit ku nekk tamit ak sa advice si la
foog nga ne moo am na advice yu baax
non I cannot comment gis nga su ma nekkul si biir du ma mën a comment on it
waaye foog nga yow lu xam nga lu bari
non man am leader of the party and I concentrate on my party yes and that's very very important because dafa ñu ma óolu ne parti baa ngi ne dimbal yes dañ ma óolu ne parti baa ngi ne dimbale ma nga dimbal parti bi te óolute bi mooy lan because track record bu ma ama xale yi track record bu ma aman ma jigéen ñi track record bu ma am suma diggante askan bi so looloo tax ñu jox ma mentorship bi te man tamit dama bëgg a balaa ma fay jógee ma bàyyi fi la des léegi si mooy lan PPP fii la nekkoon dem na ñëw na ba fii te yàlla xam na ne some 2 years ago kenn du daan wax PPP waaye léegi suñu baxee 1 2 3 parti rek PPP na su bokk su fekkoon ne 2 3 years ago yow dama doon ñëw suma kër di ma interview donc parce que you wanna even know te tamit sant yàlla ne soo gisee tamit PPP dina am doole te congrès bi even though amul na coow bii ñëw na wax na waaw si la bokka daf ñu dimbali su ne man congrès mu noppi rek waxuñ amul benn coow kan du faale kan du faale waaw kan du ma faale waaye nag yàlla nii la ko defee soo sant si yàlla sant si suma supporter si sant si Gambian si parce que at the end of the day man liggéeykat laa pour Gambian si jóbu daa am na parfait na de dinaa def ay mistake si yoon bi waaye bés ma defee mistake damaa génn si wax la ne baaleel la man maa ma waxoon ni laa ko war a defee waruma koo defee nii loolu mooy nit loolu mooy nit il faut que mel noonu
communication bi
it's very very important understand so di la wax tamit yow waaw yéen am ngeen rôle bu play because
disseminate the information and the message
foog ngeen génn a disseminate information te du tere nag foog ñu am folo naa faral waaye soo naa disseminate information bi ñu tëral leen yéen da ngeen naa jël information bi nu mel ngeen disseminate ko soo bëggee am opinion te di colloque nga ooy tam lii suma column bi suma opinion personal nga wax si waaye as a media house always be neutral information nga am ko rek dugal ko nga génne ko nañu comment on it so good luck
that's what we do Papa thank you very much for your time energy and effort for this conversation and interview we respect you we say thank you so much and then congratulations and then best of luck with your party and then for you to win inshallah
and I'm officially inviting you to PPP on record invite naa ko de te naa ko ñu membership card
Papa yow yaa wax de pour ma neutral lu tax nga bëgg a mën a PPP
dama la invite as a person not as a media operator as a person that you have a right
to join
waaw Yes.
No, I'm Thank you so much,
Thank you.
viewers and listeners, for your time, energy, and effort. He has been Papa Njie, the party leader for the People Progressive Party. Until we come your way, same place, same time, Skypower Radio and TV services. Mustafa Jame and Yaya so behind the scene. Thank you so much for being there. Have a pleasant night. Cheers. Thanks. Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Love, unity. Banko Yiriwandi, Gambia, Banko Yiriwandi.
Gambia mwana, Gambia kemana, Gambia musolo lala. Imaye amejigilu ba.
Banko Yiriwandi, Gambia, Banko Yiriwandi.
Gambia mwana, Gambia kemana, Gambia musolo lala.
For the Gambia, our homeland, we strive and walk and pray. That's all believe in unity, freedom and peace is there. Let justice guide our actions towards the common good, and join our diverse people to prove man's brotherhood. We pledge our firm allegiance, our promise we renew. Give us great God of nations, to the Gambia ever true. Banko Yiriwandi, Gambia, Banko Yiriwandi.
Balima fina bena, jabe ne nyonde. Siyaliba,
Banko Yiriwandi,
woloko bene.
Banko
Kakambili
Yiriwandi.
manani yirwa, yirwa ne nyonde. Yirwa ne jamana wala nya.
Banko Yiriwandi. Iyo, Yiriwa bao, na Gambia, mbe Yiriwa lebu.
Gambia mogoli yo lala, aliyagala mando jela mfana. Imaye lala, ameka nulu barikadariye.
Wala dinna, jalibani singade, ndolo nada, kante mu bambandi aliye. Kibaro lenada, wallahi, Banko Yiriwandi.
Benne nyonde, alinga benkelema. Benne nyonde, benne jamana diela.
Sonda mena, mbezi songala, jalibani singade, sonte wolila.
Gambia, jamana di malemo. Gambia, alinga benkelema. Gambia, jamana di malemo. Gambia, alinga benkelema. Gambia, jamana di malemo. Gambia, alinga benkelema. Gambia, jamana di malemo. Gambia, alinga benkelema.
Let justice guide our actions towards the common good, and join our diverse people to prove man's brotherhood. We pledge our firm allegiance, our promise we renew. Give us great God of nations, to the Gambia ever true. Banko Yiriwandi, Gambia, Banko Yiriwandi.
Come on, Gambian people, let's live up to expectation. Be our own nation, no tribal discrimination.
Banko Yiriwandi, Gambia, Banko Yiriwandi.
Together forever, Gambia forever, backward never.